Hi everyone, it's Ashley. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. Well guys, I am here with my unexpected part 2 of my last video. I did not plan for it to be a 2-part video, but life happens and we are back tonight, and I want to finish up all of the things that I did not get done in that video. So I'm gonna kind of just move some things out of the way, and I think that the first thing I want to start with is my Christmas cards for the teacher. And I should probably say everything in this video, I'm pretty sure, is going to be teacher gifts. So that is what I'm trying to focus on today, because the kids do get out a little early, obviously, for Christmas break. So I want to kind of get this wrapped up so that I can get their gifts to them before the break, because that is absolutely just like me to forget that they're going out on break and not have everything ready. So with that in mind, I know that I need to kind of get these going, and let's get them out together. So I want to start with my cards because partially I'm just super excited about them. I love the way they came out and I really want to see them come together, but also because I think it is going to be one of my more involved crafts. So I kind of want to just get this out of the way so that hopefully the rest of the crafts from here will be a walk in the park. Famous last words. So this little design here, if you can see, is just a little wreath. And I wanted to show you guys the 3 colors that I used because I think that these colors really worked so nice together. And I am so happy with the way that this came out. So I just think they're really pretty, and I think they came out really nice together. So the 3 that I used was sage, and I used that for inside of my leaves. And then I used sour apple, and that is kind of the main wreath part, is the darker green. And then I used very berry for the hollies. So these are 3 colors that I chose. Like I said, I think they came out really nice. So if you want to recreate this look, I highly suggest those 3 colors. Beautiful. So with that being said, I do need to make 2 cards. So I did cut this out twice. For each wreath that I cut out, I also cut out 2 additional layers of the offset, right? So let me kind of slow down here and show you guys what I'm talking about. And I also need to get myself a little organized here. So let's just kind of work from the ground up here. So this here is just a standard A2 size card. It is in a dark blue color, really pretty navy. So I got a bunch of these on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and it came in a big pack with a bunch of colors. So it came with the card in the envelope. So I picked these up, and I love to use these as just kind of pre-made card bases. It saves me from having to buy like a lot of different colored cardstock. So if I see these on clearance, I love to buy them and just use them as a great base. So now if we watched my first video, you would kind of see that I had these set up something very similar to this, right? So this is kind of my idea for my card. I just found this sweet wreath in Design Space. I had my Cricut draw it out, and then I just simply cut out 3 of the additional offset layers, and I'll show you why in just a second. But once I kind of saw all of this put together, I thought my wreath got a little washed out on that white background. So with that being said, I think I cut out some additional pieces, and I think we're gonna go in a different way. But first things first, I am going to kind of focus on getting my wreaths built up. And like I said, I have 1 kind of main layer here, right, that has my wreath on it, and then I just have 3 additional background layers, and this is just going to help to really build up my wreath and make it super substantial, and to me it just makes it look so high end. Okay, so I like to just kind of go in and know where I'm going and that all my layers are kind of set up first, and then now I'm just going to come back in and separate those. Coming in with my art glitter glue here. It is my favorite craft glue. Check it out in the description box below. I think it works really nicely. and it does not have glitter in it, in case anyone is wondering. So I'm just gonna kind of put some glue down, and then bringing my next layer in. There we go. Okay, I don't know, I kind of got myself a little messed up there, but I think I figured it out. So I'm just going to then set it on top of it, and I'm just gonna work as quickly as I can, just trying to get this as lined up as I can. Okay, and then this has like a little writing on the back where I was like testing the colors that I wanted to use for the holly, but that is fine. It was just a scrap piece that I decided to then use for my project. I try to save wherever I can, so no problem. Just make sure that, you know, obviously it's gonna be somewhere covered. Now bringing my second wreath in here, or third, I should say. Okay, and then now I'm gonna come in with my final layer, which is the one that has the wreath drawn on. And now at this point with this top layer, this one you will wanna be a little careful with, just because you don't wanna get glue on it and smudge your image, right? So really just make sure you have clean hands, and we're just gonna do the same thing, just try to get it as centered as we can. Just watching our fingers here. Okay, so that's kind of how it looks now. It's not perfect. I didn't get it exactly lined up, but it looks so cute and I am loving that. So let's go ahead and get our second one done here. Okay, so this one, I didn't notice I was gluing it upside down. So I kind of freaked out for a second, but it's actually fine because I'm just gonna go ahead and glue this down to my card base, which I was originally thinking about using foam, but I'm gonna show you why I decided not to go that way. So just kind of thinking on my feet there, that was a little boo-boo on my part, but that's okay. Now I'm just gonna bring in my glue and just like the other one, lay down my top layer here. And again, not ideal, but not the end of the world either. Now I'll show you guys on this one. So when I was saying that I thought that the wreath was getting a little washed out, when I kind of put this on top of this, I didn't like the way it looked as much as I liked it more like this. I kind of liked it better on that blue background. And if you notice, I did make my wreath bigger than my card. It's just a personal thing that I like to do. I just like the way that it looks. Now, I will tell you that obviously they do not fit in the envelope anymore, which for me is okay. I will just send it in my daughter's backpack, but just be aware that if you do decide to do that, you cannot use the envelope provided, right? you know, sometimes the card is just worth not giving an envelope with, right? So I decided I actually was just gonna have the Cricut cut out my little sentiment, and then I just put it in a square, and I just cut it out 3 additional times, just like my wreath. And then I was thinking about just putting that like right in the middle of my wreath, and I think that that is gonna be just fine. So I'm literally just gonna bring in this box of Cricut cards that I have, and I'm just gonna set that on top of my little sentiment, just so I can get it nice and flat. So then I will just quickly do my second one here. The card bases that I have are really substantial. They hold up nicely, but if you use a card base or a cardstock that maybe is not, you know, like that much weight, sometimes your card can bow, right? So just, you know, considering the paper that you have, so it doesn't necessarily need to be like 3-4 layers deep. You could easily do this with just 1 layer. I personally just like the look of it, and I like to go for a more dramatic card, but that is just my personal taste. You absolutely do not need to do that. So, you know, you could make your wreath smaller so that it could fit in an envelope. You could make this only 1 layer so it wasn't so heavy, and you could put it in an envelope and mail it. So I just added some glue to the back of my second one here and laid it down. Now, bringing back in my first one, I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my sentiments here. And I was thinking that I will probably just put a little bit of foam tape on this. Actually, what I think I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna add just like a dab of glue on either side, and then just put a little foam tape right in the middle. So just bringing in my foam tape from Dollar Tree, this is the thinnest of the 3. I'm just gonna cut just a little bit to go right in the middle of my sentiment here. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of glue to that to give me just a moment of grace when I lay it down. And then I'm gonna put some glue on either side. I'm gonna bring in my tweezers here just to help. And then let's see if we can't get this laid down nice and centered. Okay, so I think that that looks really nice. What do you guys think? All right, let's finish up our second one and we can move on from paper crafts. All right, guys, so here is my finished card. I am absolutely in love with the way this came out. What do you guys think? I think that this is just so very sweet. I think they are so classic, and I absolutely am loving them. Okay, so I think we're done with paper crafts. Let's go ahead and do some vinyl crafts. Bringing in my next little blank, I got these 2 little, it says stationery set. I got these from the Dollar Tree last time I went, and I just thought they were really cute. I haven't seen them before. When you open them up, it has like 3 different like sections of Post-its, and then it comes with what looks like a black pin. So with these, I thought it would be cute to just go in and just put a cute little saying on the front. So I just went in and typed out in a very like classic kind of font, make a note. And I thought it was just a nice little touch just to add a little something to it and make it a little playful. So I just simply did the same for both of them. I cut them up on different colors. I just picked colors that I thought would complement the design that's already there. So I will just go through and weed these. Now I did also put an offset layer on both of these, just because when I put something on a pattern, I like to kind of put an offset just because it can get really lost and it's hard to see sometimes against a pattern. So with that being said, it's easy to just go in and add a super quick offset layer and I think it's worth the extra step. So like I said, my last video, I did not expect it to be 2 parts, but life happens, and you know, I am a working mom and wife. So, you know, things are not always how I would love them to be, and that is okay. So I had to kind of abruptly end my video last time, and I don't know, I wrote in the description box that I was like really nervous to post that video because it was not what I wanted it to be. You know, it's not how I normally make videos. It didn't kind of, I guess, meet my standards. Like I said in the description, you know, every video I make, I literally have learned something, and I feel like I've gotten a little better at something with every video. So it was kind of like disappointing to post that video, and I knew that I wanted to get into my craft room as soon as possible and continue what I was making because I was super just like inspired and I wanted to continue to craft. But also, I did not want to leave you guys hanging. And a super sweet subscriber of mine, her name is Rachel. She actually has her own channel. We've kind of like started our channels at the same time. It is Daily Creations. You guys should check her out. She actually said in the comments, she was like, it's like a cliffhanger. And I said, you know what? That is a great way to look at it. And she made that comment and I was kind of like, you know what? She's right. You know, it's all about the way you look at something. And now the sequel to the video is here, and I am so glad you guys are with me. So Rachel, thank you for that comment, and thank you for always being so supportive of my channel. I really, really do appreciate that. So just bringing in my first little offset layer here, I just grabbed a piece of transfer tape. I cut it down to fit my design. I'm going to scrape this down front and back. And then we're gonna just go ahead and start getting these laid down. Now I know that the white background with the black text is, no, the white background, okay, so this goes on this one. Oh my goodness, I almost made a mistake there, but we are good to go. So when I made this, I was thinking in my head, I am going to write justify this. It's just kind of my go-to. I don't know, I just always do it. Maybe because I'm right-handed. I think that it just is super cute and I like it better than like the middle. So that's what I'm gonna go with. So I'm just gonna focus on getting this straight. That looks just about good. Now the cover of this is like a papery material. So I don't see any issue with this sticking. I actually see more issue with getting this transfer tape up. Okay, good. I was gonna say it might kind of try to rip it, but it actually did perfectly. So bringing in that same piece of transfer tape, I should be able to use this piece of transfer tape for all of this and even maybe my next project. So always a great way to save some materials. Always reuse your transfer tape. As long as it doesn't have any like film or gunk on it, it is good to go until it's not sticky anymore. So always reuse it. All right, so this vinyl here, I thought that this would just go nicely. It was giving me kind of like a 70s vibe with the flowers. So with that in mind, I kind of went with this kind of avocado color, and I'll just burnish that down. And then let's try to get this up here. Beautiful. I got a little maybe off-centered just in here. Let's see if I can get this E up maybe, because it just looks just a little wonky. Like I got it just a little too off-centered. There we go. I think that looks way better. Okay, so this is my first one. How cute is that? I love it. And like I said, when you open it, it just has like the 3 different Post-its, and then it comes with a pin. So I will be including one of these in each of their bags. So let's go ahead and get our second one laid down here. This is super, super simple. And like I said, I think it's just cute and it just adds a little something to it. Okay, now same routine. We're just going to do the same exact thing. Bring this in. I'm going to try to get it as straight as I can. That looks pretty good to me. I will burnish this down. Perfect. And then let's bring in our final top layer here. Perfect. And then I'm gonna try to get my E lined up a little better this time. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Let's burnish this down. And then here we go. This is this one. And like I said, the same thing, just open it up, has little Post-its. And again, this is not something that's gonna last forever. You know, once the Post-its are done, or even before that, you know, this might just kind of fall apart. But just taking a little bit of scrap vinyl and adding it to the bottom, I think really just makes them, just takes them up a notch. And I love the way those came out. All right, guys, let's move on to our next craft. Okay, bringing in this little mug from the Dollar Tree. I told you guys that I got 2 of these recently when I went to my local store. So this is the other one. I made over the first one in my last video. So I'll show you guys the other teacher gift in just a second. I found this really cool gift, but I could only find one of them. So I had to think of a different gift for the second teacher. And I decided that I would do a mug because I think that mugs are just kind of, you know, everybody loves mugs. Okay, so I had to go fishing for just a couple pieces there, but not too bad. So like I was saying, I just wanted to make a little mug, and I found this really cute design, and I thought that this would be super sweet. And I'll show you guys the other gift that I got. I am going to personalize that one for the teacher. So I'm not going to show you guys like actually me personalizing it, just because she has like a super unique last name. Like I've never seen it in my life. So, you know, just to be on the safe side, I don't want to show that. But this is the other little blank that I got. I showed these on my channel before. I did one in the fall for my home. It was a little pumpkin and it came out so cute. So I actually found this one recently, and it's just a little apple, and I gave it, I think 1 coat of the Tuscan Red, and then I just put some Waverly Antique Wax on the stem, and then I think moss for the leaf, and then I just did a little highlight. But I'm gonna simply go in and just curve text, and I'm gonna put her last name on the frame, and then that's gonna go to one of her teachers. And then like I said, because I could only find one of those, I needed another gift that was kind of, you know, on the same level, but just as cute and just as thoughtful. So when I saw these 2 mugs at Dollar Tree the other day, I knew that the mug would be a great blank for my other gift. Because they are really nice, substantial mugs. So I knew that I was gonna go the mug route. I just wasn't sure what design I was gonna go with. So just kind of browsing around, I found this one and I thought it was super cute. So one teacher is gonna get the picture frame, and then the other teacher is gonna get the mug. And then I think this is the last craft we have for tonight, but I'm gonna show you guys a couple of things that I also got for their teacher gift, and maybe how I'm going to deliver it. I'm not sure yet. But I will definitely show you guys the other components because I found a couple of really cool things and I want to show you guys. So I don't know. This vinyl, it's not old. I literally just got it not long ago, but man, every time I've cut it so far, the carrier sheet is coming off with it. So that tells me it's probably a little on the older side, which like is fine, but man, that is not ideal to have to deal with this. And like I said, I just bought it, so I have like a whole roll of it. So that's not great, but we will get through it. Just taking a little extra time to get it weeded. Okay, I'm going to quickly bring in an alcohol swab. I want to just give that a quick wipe with my alcohol swab there. Bring in my cup cradle here with my cup, and then let's get this laid down, right? So bringing this in, I think that looks just about good to me. I told you guys in my last video, I love this mug because I never have to like put relief cuts in it. It is a really, really nice mug to use for crafting. Okay, so let's burnish that down. I'm gonna very carefully bring in my weeding tool here just to help me get it started. I'm just gonna bring in that same piece of transfer tape and go ahead and lay it over my second piece. And because these little pieces for the apple are so tiny, I'm just gonna bring in literally a tiny little piece of scrap. And I'm gonna try to just get this laid down super simply. Now, this design did have where like you cut the black and then put this vinyl over it, which I don't love, but I did like this design and I figured, oh, it'll be fine. Okay, so here's how it came out. I just went with like a really light pink for the apple and a mint for the leaf. So let's go ahead and turn this over and we will get the second side done. All right, guys, so here's my finished mug. I think that this is so cute. I absolutely love the way it came out. I am loving that pink and mint apple. It is just the sweetest little touch, and I think that this is a great kind of replacement for the frame since I couldn't find another one. Like I said, I am going to go ahead and personalize this for the teacher. So those are two little things that they will get with their gift. And then now just kind of bringing in two things that are going to go with their gifts that we're not going to necessarily work on tonight, but I want to show you. So first up are these pencil pouches. Now these are from Target. I found these on clearance at Target. When I picked it up, it said $3.50 on the tag, so I picked one of them up because I thought that they were really pretty, and I thought for $3.50 I could make a great gift out of it. And it's like a faux suede. It's a really pretty like dark green, and then it has like the gold zipper and then the faux leather tag, and it's actually like a really nice substantial size. So I picked up one of these, and when I got to the register and rung it up, they were $1 each. I didn't get any more, but I went to Target like a couple days later and they were still there. So I actually picked up 2 more. So in total, I have 3 of them. 2 of them I am going to give to the teachers. Now on both of these, I am going to easy press their names onto the little bag itself. I simply plan to just put my heat press mat inside of here. I'll look at my heat press settings, and then I'm just gonna type out their name and then heat press it right on the corner there. So each of the teachers will get one of these, and these cost me $1 each. And then last but not least, I was super excited to find this kit here. This was at Target in their Target dollar spot. It was $5 and it just says one teacher set. It comes with one reusable tote bag in that like composition book pattern. It has one notebook that says it's a teacher thing, and then one ballpoint pen, which is really, really cute. I don't want to take it out because I am thinking that I'm probably going to gift it like this. So I'm not exactly sure, but I don't want to mess up the packaging just in case. But the little pin is so cute. It just has the sweetest little light red apples with little gold accents. Now, the notebook itself is like a faux suede, almost the same as like the little pouch. And it is a hard cover. And it just has line pages in it. Super nice. I love the color. And then we have like a reusable shopping bag. And I think it's just cute because, okay, so it is a little smaller than a normal size shopping bag. This looks like to be the size of it. But I think it's so cute because it's like in that composition book color. I love that. So like I said, this was $5. I do have 2 of them, and the teachers each will be getting one of these. I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything to this at all. I honestly think that I might just, like I said, put the plastic back on it and gift it just like this. I will cut something just to cover up the price tag in the back. But I don't know. I'm going to have like the personalized bag. I'm going to have the apple and or mug, and then they're gonna have the little like treat box with the candy and then a card. So I think that that's more than enough. I don't think I need to particularly do anything for this, but I did want to show you guys because I thought it was a really nice buy for $5. And honestly, you could buy this and gift it just the way it is and be done with teacher gifts. So that is always nice when you're a mom and, you know, sometimes things just come up quicker than you're prepared for them. Okay guys, so this is everything that we got done tonight. Now, I will tell you, I have 3 more things that I need to go in and do before I wrap it up tonight. I am going to put the teachers' names on both of these pouches and then one on this frame. But other than that, the teacher gifts are done, and I could not be happier to have this off of my checklist. I think my favorite tonight definitely has to be my sweet card. I absolutely love the way that this came out. It is just so beautiful to me. I am in love with it. All right, guys, so let me know down in the comments below what your favorite thing was tonight. I cannot wait to hear from you, and I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.